Which of the following expressions is a factor of x cubed minus 64? If you want to try to work this problem, pause the video now. When I look at that binomial x cubed minus 64, I notice something. I notice that x cubed is a perfect cube and 64 is a perfect cube, and they're being subtracted. So I can use the difference of cubes formula to factor that. So again, this would require you to know this formula before you took the test, but most of you should probably know it from Algebra 1. So a cubed minus b cubed factors to be a minus b times, let me scoot this over, a squared plus ab plus b squared. So in this problem, the a value is going to be x, and the b value is going to be 4. Because notice in the formula, it's a cubed minus b cubed. So x cubed, that means the a is x. And to find my b, I would take a cube root of 64 to get it to be 4. Now when I plug this in, that gives me x minus 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 16. So is one of those factors one of my answers? Yes, it is. There is a, which is x minus 4. Now, if you didn't know the difference of cubes formula, what could you do to figure out which is a factor? Well, you could either use synthetic division or long division and divide by these 5 choices to see which one gave you a remainder of 0. The only one that would give you a remainder of 0 is the first one. So just very quickly, how would we do this as synthetic division? Well, I'm going to write the coefficient. So my x cubed coefficient is 1, x the second coefficient is 0, x the first coefficient is 0, and then my x to the 0, or my constant term, is going to be negative 64. And now if x minus 4 is a factor, then that means a root would exist at 4. We just said x minus 4 equal to 0 and solve. So if my root is at 4, I put 4 in the box to do the synthetic division. We drop the first term. 1 times 4 is 4. 0 and 4 combine to give 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 0 and 16 combine to be 16. And 16 times 4 is 64. Negative 64 plus 64 is 0. So you see how I had a remainder of 0? That signifies that this is a root, which means this, x minus 4, is a factor.